Alright, game 24? Let's play d4. My opening. I've had great success with the collie system, so I'm going to continue playing that. Which is knight f3. Here, bishop here. Collie Zuka court system, I believe it's called. Fianchetto the bishop, c4. Last game was a nice first. It was a little miniature. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Only 3 inaccuracies, which is pretty good. And pretty solid game. Pretty sharp, not sharp, pretty solid game. So we're going to try to do the same opening. Develop the bishop. Fianchetto the dark squares. He goes for an early sort of pawn break. And I don't mind. I'm going to play bishop e2. Preparing to castle. And eventually, I'm going to castle now, just to be safe. I'm going to play safe, principled, safe chess today. And let's go ahead and fianchetto our bishop. Now, I think I know what he's going to do here. He wants to take, and then I'm going to take back. He kind of wants to go here, I think, but that never works. So when you have this threat of the bishop and knight, I learned that actually always you have this move with the knight because the bishop can't ever get it because the knight is in front of the bishop. And you can always protect this square, so there's no need to be too worried about that unless there's a rook coming in. But here I think it's best for me to take with the knight to threaten this bishop. Knight takes, queen takes, then I can play and neutralize that bishop, so I think this is alright. Now I don't want to take with the pawn because I'm gonna fianchetto the bishop, obviously. I don't want my pawn kind of blocking out the bishop. Maybe in the future I could have played c5 and trying to do that, but okay, well let's see if this is a mistake first. I don't think so. I want to keep this file open, like so. Probably rook here and then bishop here. Okay, he lets his thing out. So you see, I'm castled first. He has to worry about getting his bishop out and then castling. Have to worry about this and this business, but for now it should be alright. I want to neutralize his bishop. So I think what I'm going to do is push back here. And I'm actually going to take with the pawn. Because I want to have a strong... okay. I want a strong... Am I going to take with the pawn? I don't know. Maybe... See, my rationale for taking with the pawn is that I'm going to have a strong center soon. But I want to play this. But if I take with the queen, then he is going to have a strong center soon. So I'm going to go ahead and take with the pawn. Maybe rook here. I'll do this. He goes here. Then I can check or something like that. No. Okay, let's fianchetto. And I'm 1831. We won our last game. Okay. Should we just go for the throat? G4, G5? I don't think that quite works. Maybe play F4. Play against the dark square bishop and also taking control of the E5 square. I don't want him to push, so I think F4 might be logical here. Restricting the bishop and not allowing him to play E5. And I can eventually get my knight in here to control it even more, so I think this might work. Yeah, he really wants this, but it doesn't work now, so it's great. So I think I have time to do this and this. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, I might even have time to play G4 and try go for G5, because now this doesn't work, as I'll take with this pawn, and then I have a mate threat. Oh no, it does work. Okay, yeah, because my queen is in front of the bishop. Okay, hang on. Oop, let's go back. Yeah, it does work. Oh. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I was thinking here, I can take, but I cannot take. Damn it. Okay, I need to use my time a little bit to think because I'm gonna be down material. What I'm thinking is if I take and the bishop takes, then I actually have no way to protect this bishop, so maybe I have some counter attacks. I don't think so. Maybe the best is just moving it out the way. And my queen doesn't even have many squares, actually. It has here and here. I'm thinking of a4. Let's see, takes. Yeah, I'm gonna go a4. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but just for some reason I thought I had the e5 square covered, and I had time to play this and this, but unfortunately not. But it's not over by any means. Okay, he wants to kick out my queen. I think this might be my chance to take, rook takes. And I take, rook takes, queen d4. He can't really exploit my queen on d4, and I'm protecting the e3 pawn at the same time. Let's do it. He does have an in-between move, but I think I can just move to the other side. And he's forced to take here because it's a fork. So I think take, right? Rook takes, queen d4. If he wants to double up, I can always defend. Okay, queen d4. Attacking the rook. And I'm going to try to get my knight into the game as well. My knight actually would be really nice where the queen is, because it would be attacking these squares. And it can't be attacked by any pawns. It's a very nice spot for my knight, if I can get it there. Alright. This game went a little bit unexpected. That also was unexpected. I'm thinking just to develop my rook here. He's kind of forced to stay on this diagonal. Or like here or something like that. Maybe that wasn't a great move because he can go here. Yeah. That's alright. And now maybe I can just move the rook back here. I want to keep this rook on this file. I really want to get my knight out into the position. I have to watch out for his rook getting on the 7th as well. Pestering on this side, so I don't think the rook on the c file was the best idea. So he increases pressure on my e3 pawn, but I don't think he realizes that his knight's actually hanging. Unless he has any tricks, which... does he? If I go here, he takes with the thing, and if I take the rook, he takes my rook back with the check, which I think what he's seeing. But when I take and he takes, I don't need to take back. I can just move my queen back here. No? I don't think so. Yeah, takes. If I take, then he has this fork. But I don't need to take. That's the thing. I don't need to take. So he just... I don't think that worked for him. Yeah. Here, I don't need to take. But what's the best way to kind of defend this, you know? I don't know. So here. I mean, actually, I can take. Queen takes. rook here protects this, and then I can get my knight on f here. Hang on a second. What's better? I think to reduce any initiative that he has, I think it's a little bit better to go here. And he doesn't have a check because the knight can retreat to the f1 square. So I think this was a miscalculation by him. So okay, let's protect. I don't think he has time to do any of this business because it's protected. Or even double up here because I can always bring my knight back. Although I do have to get a flight square for my king, but as long as I can reduce his initiative, I should be fine. I should be totally fine. Yeah, that was an interesting move by him. So, alright, okay, let's see. I think what I should just do is to trade queens and threaten this at the same time. Check. I can go ahead and bring the knight back. So let's go ahead. Okay, so if he takes, I take. Yeah, should be fine. And I'm protecting this pawn as well. Now his initiative is gonna falter, and yeah, I think that's a nice game. I think the only mistake I kind of made was allowing him to play e5, although it wasn't the end of the world. Yeah. And then knight here was just, I don't know what that was. Alright, so he checks. Don't believe there's any tricks. Bring the knight back. And now I'm threatening this. And now I have a check. Just want to make sure I'm not blundering too hard. So let's go ahead and take. He moves the rook in front. That's interesting. How can I push forward? I'm up a piece, but how can I? Maybe check. He goes back. I can just maybe take this. I just have to be wary that my queen is quite far away. Maybe here, 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 something along those lines. Yeah, I think it should be okay. Even though I'm up a piece, like I just have to extinguish any initiative he has, you know? But at the moment, everything seems to be good. He has this move, which I didn't actually see. Which may be a problem. But I can always defend it. You know? Yeah. Okay, this move attacking... Well, I actually don't know what that move does. Maybe attacking this. But I can check here. He moves. Check here. Moves in front. Check. And then... I don't know. Let me see. Check. Here. I win a piece. Check here. He offers a draw. Let's see. So everything's protected. It's all good. Maybe the best move is here. To protect this. Yeah, let's attack his rook. I don't want to start checking randomly, you know. His rook doesn't really have a great space to move. I mean, he can't really... I mean, that's not a great move. I think I can just push this pawn up. Forever and ever. I do have 3 minutes left, so I have to play a little bit quicker, but... This seems alright for me. +4. Alright, he goes back. Which to me doesn't really make too much sense. And I think... just gotta make sure he can't like double up here. I have to have a space always to protect this, you know. So let's just push. And just keep pushing. And just keep pushing. Like this is pretty solid. All I gotta do is just make sure my queen can protect my rook at all times. Next move. Okay, he attacks. Maybe we can check. He moves here. Check. Yeah, let's do some checking. If he moves here, I can check. Let's go here. Okay. Maybe we can go here and push. It's actually a little bit tough. Maybe move it back. Let's move it back a little bit so we can push the pawn. Oh, hang on a second. Does that work? No, it doesn't work because I have a check and here. Jesus, yeah. Should still be fine. Oh, it didn't even work anyway because I can take. Oh, and here I think he just allowed me to play d5. Threatening to change queens and stuff like that. And I'm attacking the rook as well, so he's more or less forced, I think. I'm not so sure what he's going to do here. We're going to trade off the queens, it's going to be easier for me. So he trades off queens. Alright, so let's just get my rook behind this pawn because I'm going to push the c pawn. Get my king into the game, or my knight into the game, and this should be easy enough. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and push the c pawn. And then push it again. Get my knight into the game. And then one of these pawns is going to queen, for sure. Yeah, he resigned. Let's have a look at the analysis board. Starting from scratch, we have d4. Oh, my bad. d4. f3. Okay, this is all normal. Moves have been played before. This move has been played before. Okay, takes. Yeah, this actually hasn't been seen before. He takes, I took with the knight. Takes, I took with the queen. Okay. Recommends with the pawn, but I didn't like that it kind of blocks out the potential bishop. Okay, I took with the knight, exchange, and take with the pawn. That was the right decision. If I take with the queen, it's still okay. Okay. Oh, that was a smart idea, actually, to trade off the bishop. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. f4. It did not like f4. Yeah, that was a mistake. And he should have just took. Yeah. Yep. Queen here was good. This was not good, but it's still equal. Okay, get that rook in. And yeah, he just blundered, and then from then on, it was just, I think, totally fine. Okay, let's see. Yep, so let's have a look. I had one mistake and one inaccuracy, 95%. He had two blunders, so my mistake was f4, because I didn't realize, even if it's just a waste of a move, because it doesn't actually control the square, because my queen is in front of the bishop. If it was the other way around, or my knight was here, fine. I just switched a little bit, so that was my only mistake, and the inaccuracy was, yeah, moving this rook here. And better was this, to keep this file in control. Yeah, overall, good game.